Liberty and Asheville will open up Big South tournament play down at Campbell on Friday. Tip-off slated for around 2 o'clock. And Coach, before we talk about that ball game, a great thought in the back of the mind after Saturday winning over Gardner-Webb. Mix of emotions that entire day. How was it for you last Saturday?
Well, number one, a little disappointing just because we don't get to coach Anthony Fields, but for however many games, and our next loss is his last game with us, and he's done a fabulous job. He's a terrific leader, terrific young man. He's really blessed our program, and I think maybe even accelerated our growth a little bit. But not knowing which seat we were going to be was a little. I had a little trepidation there, but wasn't mad at the Lancers for pulling one off.
Not at all.
We get to play one less game and get one more day's rest. So obviously, Asheville's beaten us up twice, and we've got to solve that equation if we're going to continue our season. But it was a fun day Saturday because I thought we played decent on the defensive end and fairly well offensively, and I hope we can carry that over into in this week's tournament.
How about the 17 threes? What was your viewpoint as those kept going in?
You know, we never think of that.
Right.
We just want to get a good shot every time down. So whether it's a 3 or a 2, I'm just looking at it, is this something that we shoot every day in practice or in our individual skill development? And those were just the shots that presented themselves. I think more impressively for me is the 19 assists. I think when you share the basketball like that, you're a hard out. And I felt like our guys did a really good job, especially of being conscientious about who had an open shot and who had the best shot.
What goes into finding not a good shot, maybe not a great shot, but the best shot?
You know, our assistants do a great job in terms of developing our guys, and I think we just really try and emphasize what it means to value the offensive possession. And on some nights we do it really well, and other nights not so much. But I think with the guys we have, and certainly the guys we recruited, I think there's prospects of even better offense as we continue to learn the system. But again, I like this team's character. I love it, actually. And I think because they have high character, you can play unselfish basketball. And you know, my favorite teams are the Warriors and the Spurs, and those teams that really move it and have, like Rick Majerus used to always emphasize, ball movement and player movement.
How about tournament time for you? What excites you about it?
You know, the last few years I've been at UVA, and we've had a really good regular season, and they're doing it again. And I just think the anticipation of a new season, your fans being behind you at the tournament, a neutral floor setting, everybody in the league is there. I think if you're a competitor, you love that atmosphere. And hopefully, even though we have a bunch of guys, young guys that haven't been through it much, hopefully the moment won't instill fear in us, and we'll play relaxed and play with an audience of one.
With the extra day to prepare, how has this helped your team?
It's just, you know, this is the first time in a long while we've had 4 days, 4 true days to prep. Now, we had the week before, our bye week was Longwood, and I didn't think we played great, but we gave them 2 days off that week, and Longwood is a really tough opponent. So I hope we do a little better this week, and I think having played Asheville so close to the last time, or this time, I think we'll hopefully have a better feel for their personnel and what they do on both ends of the floor.
And before you tip it off, coming up here, Coach, give me 1 or 2 things that I know a lot of times you've said it's not about what they do, but about what we do. What does Liberty need to do to advance in this tournament?
When does this air?
This is going to run, it depends. Website later on this week. Obviously, our pregame will run on Saturday.
Asheville coaches are watching. We're going to full court press them.
There you go.
And we're going to stall, go 4 corners, and see if we can't slow the game down. How's that?
Sounds like a recipe for a win. Appreciate the time.
Thanks, Alan.
It's head coach Ritchie McKay. Don't forget Liberty and Asheville, 2 o'clock on Friday. Pregame radio coverage on flagship station ESPN Radio. 93.3 comes your way at 1:30. Our pre-tournament coverage continues here on LibertyFlames.com. Liberty and UNC Asheville will tip off around 2 o'clock at Campbell on Friday in the quarterfinals of the Big South Championship Tournament. And John, you look at this matchup with Asheville, 3rd time. Could it be the charm for this team?
Oh yeah, we're due for a win. We're due for a win. This is when we need to play our best basketball and come in to the tournament. I mean, this is where it all matters. So they beat us the first 2 times in the regular season. Now we got to beat them when it matters.
What do you think was the difference in those two games?
They came out more physical than us. They had more points in the paint. We turned the ball over a little bit too much. They had 30-plus points in both games, just getting balls off turnovers, and that's just not the way we should be playing. So if we limit turnovers, then we have this game.
How about for you, John? I know we're towards the end of this season. Have you had any time to think about what this year's meant to you after being away from the game last year, at least from competition, and now being such an important piece to what we do at Liberty? Have you had time to think about how this past year has changed you a little bit?
Actually, when my father came into town, we talked about it a little bit, and he was like, "I'm glad to watch you play again." And I just told him I'm glad to be playing again. I love competing. I love the sport. I miss the game time, the game days. It's meant a lot. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity God has given me to come back out and play after not playing for a year.
I think, John, competitively, you'll probably say last couple of games probably weren't your best. Second half, though, Gardner-Webb, you were more aggressive, and that's what Coach has told you to be. He's told me we need John to be a little bit more of the John that we know. So that second half for you Saturday, was that important for you?
Oh, yeah, it was big time. Momentum-wise, coming out with 16 in the second half, my teammates helped me, God helped me, my coaches helped me. So having all of that working in my favor, getting my confidence back up, playing back like I need to be, it's really restoring to see that come back into play. So.
But I've also heard, John, hey, a shooter could be 0 for 50, but they always think that next shot's going in. Am I right on that?
You're right. You are right. You're all right.
So mentally, you guys have had an extra day with the first round bye.
Yep.
You don't play till Friday. Do you think that helps this team prepare for a team that has had the upper hand the first two times?
I think it helps feed the hunger.
Yeah.
Just being anxious to play, being ready to play, saying, okay, we play in 3 days or we play in 4 days, and just the countdown, it's really making me anxious. So I say it's feeding our hunger to build up to play, and we'll have all the energy we need to battle and fight.
How about tournament time for you? Everybody has dreams of playing in the NCAA tournament, and it's weeks like this where you really start to think about it. You know, as you prepare for Friday, have you thought about what, again, you have to win to advance, what it might be like cutting down those nets if you happen to get there on Sunday?
You know what? I've thought about it sometimes in my dorm room, but then I catch myself saying, we just need to win this next one. We just need to win this next one. So I would love to play in the NCAA tournament. It's everybody's dream. And if you don't dream playing in the NCAA tournament, I don't know what you're doing playing basketball. But, man, it's an honor to even be here, to be even considered like, oh, we got a chance to go to the tournament if we win this tournament. And it's very possible, very capable. So, really, I'm trying to stay focused on the next game. Let's win this next game that's in front of us and then move on to the next.
Well spoken, John. We appreciate your time. We'll see you on Friday.
Appreciate it.
That's sophomore John Dawson from Clovis, New Mexico. Honorable mention All Big South this year here in 2016.